So hello, lovely to speak with you today.
You too, darling.
So for those watching who may not know you, could you please introduce yourself and share what inspired you to enter the aesthetic medicine?
Thank you so much. So my name is Dr. Jane Leonard. I'm a GP and aesthetics doctor. I've also done some media and TV work. I was on a TV show called Embarrassing Bodies. Yes. And I also have my own podcast called The Confidence Clinic. So what was the second part of your question, what you said?
So what inspired you to enter into your field, basically?
Great question. I think with medicine, one of the best things about it is it's quite general. You can streamline your career the way you want it, that fits with your goals and your lifestyle. So general practice in the name is so general that it means you can practice all aspects of medicine. But the only thing about that, the downside is you aren't a specialist in one, because there's too many things to kind of hone in on. So I found that my passion was very much related to skin health, skin conditions, and that also leads into the cosmetic side of it. So I think I developed my aesthetic business alongside my GP training, so I did them both simultaneously to develop skills. And through that learning process, I kind of found my niche personally and professionally at how it would work for me. So I think as much as there is a cosmetic angle of my clinic these days, it still goes down to the core of skin confidence, skin health, and that in turn empowers the person.
Absolutely. So through the Confidence Clinic podcast, you talk about the mental health and self-image. Why is confidence such an important part of overall well-being?
I think confidence underpins so many things in the foundation of who we are, basically. And when people ask about what is confidence, what is self-belief, it's actually taken me a long time to personally get my head around this. And actually going back to, for me personally, one of the reasons why I wanted to do the podcast is because when I was younger, I completely lacked in confidence and self-esteem. Like the fact that I'm doing something like this is actually crazy to think that I used to have a real blushing problem, a real anxiety problem. So I think from looking at my personal journey and again, sharing it with others and empowering others, it's about doing things that frighten you, doing things that scare you, putting yourself in positions that are out of your comfort zone. And it's only by doing that that your subconscious mind develops or builds evidence to show that you actually can. So whatever you were fearful of or frightened of failing in kind of pieces away, because you've got this bank of knowledge and evidence that you can actually do it. And that to me is what confidence and self-belief is.
Amazing, exactly. So one of the themes of this year is women empowerment. So what does that mean to you personally?
I think that's a really great question as well. And I think it's going back to this idea of confidence. And I think it's about looking inwards now. I think we were speaking earlier on about looking into your inner world, that we all have a self-image often through our goals and ideas are much more superficial, but actually they only make sense when you reflect in your inner world of your physical health, your mental health and your emotional well-being. And I think once those things are all in place, and believe me, that takes time to really hone in on, then you can empower yourself and have like a journey in your career that's fulfilling but also done safely, so you're not at risk of things like burnout and wearing yourself into the ground because you're not self-aware enough to know at times where you're going in the right direction, when do you need to maybe change direction, so things like that. So it's a lot of a broader topic, but I think it comes back to yourself, your inner self, more than anything else. Amazing
words. So if you were to give some advice to some other women who also want to follow in your footsteps and follow their dreams, what advice would you give them?
I think it's all about consistency, discipline, and having some good role models. Actually, it's one thing starting out in something and not really knowing your direction, but if you find people that really inspire you, really look at that and take energy as support and motivation from that. I think when I was starting out, I didn't really have that, and I think it's only now, and I think it was a timing thing actually, that I got into, say, aesthetics at the time I was doing GP training, and they both paths aligned at the time that maybe aesthetics was sort of taking off. But I think now there's so many more things that you can do, certainly in medicine, under, say, media work. I mean, social media is everything. I mean, when I was at university, I didn't even have a phone. So like, you know what I mean? Things change. So I think it's looking at people that inspire you and reflecting on their path, but also just keep on going and don't be frightened to take risks. I think people fear failure, and we should actually encourage failure, because failures are the things that teach you things way more than success ever will.
Absolutely. Such powerful words, and so wise as well. So finally, if people want to follow your work or listen to your podcast and find out more about you, where can they find you online?
Yes, so my Instagram handle is just my name, at Dr. Jane Leonard. The podcast is called The Confidence Clinic. I've done 2 seasons of that, and it's available on all streaming platforms. I've taken a break for, it's about a year now, but we're going to be relaunching it in the new year. And Embarrassing Bodies on Channel 4.
Oh, exciting. I need to check that out as well. Amazing. So thank you so much for speaking with us today, and enjoy the rest of the forum.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.